Hey, it's Camo for Nashville Access. Facebook Live. We're at the Pie Wagon for, coincidentally, the Pie Wagon Sessions. Look, kids, it's Jada Vance.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Oh, my pleasure.
I'm so excited.
We just got done with somebody that had been on The Voice.
Right.
You did the competition, American Idol.
Yes, I did. It was definitely an experience, that's for sure. Yeah.
Now, what year were you? When were you on?
2012, season 13.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so I had Keith Urban and Nicki Minaj and Mariah Carey and Randy Jackson. So if any of you watched that, you know that that was definitely a crazy season in itself. So it was interesting.
I never really watched a whole lot of American Idol, but it's a whole different setup than what they do on The Voice.
Oh yeah, for sure. I've actually auditioned for The Voice after I got off of Idol, and it was completely different. Even though a lot of the same like producers and stuff are involved in both of the shows, it was still very different. So yeah, for sure.
Was that a good experience to kind of kick off your career?
Oh yeah, I mean that's where it all began. I mean, I was 16, you know. And actually, that was the first year that they had started the small town bus tours.
Okay.
So what they do is all of the executive producers travel around to like the bigger cities all over the states, and they find talent out of the bus instead of like people going to like the big cities and standing in the long lines and going through the huge drawn out process. I got to like get in a little break, you know what I'm saying?
Now, where are you from?
I'm actually from here.
Oh,
Born and raised.
You're a unicorn.
Yeah, no, it's weird. Nobody is ever like from here. Everybody I know is like, oh, I moved from Georgia or Arkansas or wherever. So,
cool.
yeah.
So country music has always been your thing.
Yeah, it's. I like to say it's a little bit in my roots.
Cool. Now, what was it on CMT that you just won or are part of? Was there something on CMT?
CMT.
I'm imagining things.
For the CMAs.
Yes, that's
yeah,
it.
for the CMAs, I was.
Thank you for the prompting.
Yeah, thanks.
See, this is what happens when I try and remember bullet points. It's like, I got nothing.
Yeah, no, I was on the top of the list for the Artists on the Rise for the CMA week, so I was super excited about that. Yeah.
Did you take part in CMA?
Yeah, I played on the Nashville Universe stage,
cool.
Outside of Bridgestone, right across the street, Thursday and on Saturday.
How much of a trip was that? Was it cool?
Oh yeah, I think one of my favorite things from the entire week was every time that I went on, like I could see, because they had like these barrier things set up, and there were people who were walking by and they were like, how do we get in here? Because you had to go all the way around and walk in from the end. So I was just like, look, this is way too difficult. Like, people can't get into my show. So I was like, I called out the security guards right there on stage. I was like, open the gates, like let these people in.
They probably just thought, well,
they were like,
I'm not arguing.
Yeah, they were just like, okay. Like, I guess they just didn't want to be embarrassed because I called them out on stage in front of everybody. So, yeah.
So if you've grown up in Nashville, you would have been to CMA a bunch of times.
Yeah.
What's the big difference being able to actually play CMA instead of just going trying to get all the shows?
Oh my gosh, see, I've always been the person out in the crowd to be like, I'm going to be up on that stage one day. Like, I've always said that. So to be on one of the stages, even though it wasn't like Riverfront or the one right there next to Bridgestone, like I was still playing at the CMAs on one of the stages, and it was like a dream come true without it being like the exact thing, you know. So it was really cool.
Okay, so I'm just gonna guess, when you found out you were playing, was there all sorts of like girls screaming and stuff?
Actually, I think there were more men screaming. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. Yeah, there was a lot. There was quite a few people there.
No, I meant when you found out you were gonna be playing it. You know, were you like just totally excited?
Oh
like,
yeah. I mean, that's just like if I heard my song on the radio, I'd freak out. You know, that's the same thing. Anything, you know, any news is good news. So.
Now, do you do a lot of your own writing?
I do a lot. My single that's out now And then the next
We're not
single.
interested in
You're not. You're not. That makes me sad.
No, I'm kidding.
Okay. But the new single that I have out right now, and then the next one that we're
See the
releasing at
look
the
on her
beginning
face?
of. I know. I kind of freaked out a little bit. I was like, wait, then what am I doing here?
I can see all that happening too.
Just saw it in my eyes. But those, the two that are coming out here recently are by different writers.
Yeah.
They were pitched to me by a publisher here in Nashville. But all the rest of the songs on the EP are mine.
Is that kind of a cool thing as a rising artist when people are pitching songs to you instead of you trying to find songs?
Yeah, I think that's super cool. And luckily, I've been blessed to have a few family members in the industry who have introduced me to these people. So it's not been like terribly hard to like find someone. It's like, hey, I want to pitch you this song or whatever. She just kind of was like, hey, I want to pitch you this song. So
Do you find, and this is probably a really horrible question, but I'm good at horrible questions.
Go ahead.
As a woman, do you find it a bigger challenge trying to get radio airplay these days? Because there was just a story I read, I think it was in Rolling Stone, about how there just aren't a lot, still, there aren't a lot of women on radio now,
Yeah.
country radio. Miranda's even having a hard time getting paid.
yeah, I think for years it's been that way. It's been very male-oriented for the past few years. But I think that it's getting better. I still think it's difficult for a female to break. Just because, honestly, like, we're high-pitched. We sing louder, and it's almost a little bit annoying sometimes. So I can understand, like,
We
why
specialize
people...
in annoying guys.
Yeah, I know, right? So, like, I can understand why people are like, oh, I want to listen to men because it's more soft and, like, gentle and not as screechy and stuff. But, hey, we can kick butt, too, so...
Yeah, and it's dumb things when they used to tell, when I was starting out radio, don't play two women back to back. Why? Well, because they won't be able to tell them apart. Really?
Yeah, right,
really?
right.
Who makes this
Right,
stuff up?
yeah. I'm not sure. It's definitely still one of those things that you really have to work for.
Yeah. And it's probably comes down more to building those personal relationships with radio.
Yeah.
So they don't really see what you are so much as this is a great voice.
Right.
So we should be playing it.
Yeah, I think making relationships is really, really important in this industry, and making sure you're not burning bridges with anybody, even if you don't like what they're doing or if you've signed a bad deal or whatever. Like, I feel like it's still important, to keep those relationships with those kind of people, because there comes a time where you may need those people, or whatever the circumstance may be. So I think, yeah, of course.
What's your favorite part of being an artist, the recording or the getting out and playing?
I like them both. That's a hard question. Gosh. I love to perform. I love getting up on stage and shaking my butt and dancing around and making other people get up and dance and feel good about themselves. I love the energy, and I've told so many people this. There is no better high than getting up on that stage and then looking out in the crowd and seeing people sing your song. I think that is just the best thing ever.
What's it like hearing them sing your song?
Yeah, because I got to second rounds of Hollywood on Idol. So it wasn't like people really got to see
A lot of you.
Right, exactly. So the people that have been following me since day one are the people that I've expected to know my music or know the lyrics and stuff. But now it's like I'm going places and there's people I've never seen at any of my shows before knowing my songs, and then I'm like, whoa, this is kind of cool, I think the very first time I saw it, I teared up.
Yeah.
I teared up a little bit. I was like, that's a proud moment,
Well, you're not going to be able to shake your butt because you got to stay at the
I know. I gotta sit here.
I know.
It's okay.
Yeah, Rod Stewart used to complain about that too. Never to me, but anyway, you want to do your song?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
We'll do Hick and Roll, which is the single that's out now.
Cool.
Okay. This is Hick and Roll.
Jada Vance.
Mama said sushi belonged on her. Daddy just laughed. She said, I ain't eating nothing that ain't been cooked. I'm better than that. Daddy thought a bull was a cow with horns. He asked her how they grow that Belgian horn. 1 year later, I was born. I'm a John Deere calf and a pearl snap shirt, black leather jacket, short miniskirt, high heel sandals and cowboy boots. I got wings and I got roots, mix some backwood sticks with some big city soul. Call it hick and roll. Somewhere between a tractor and a taxi cab, there the route. It didn't make sense, the opposites attract, they both knew. I love the Stones, and with each two, I can say hey or how do you do. I'm a walking combination of the two. I'm a John Deere calf in a pearl snap shirt, black leather jacket, short miniskirt, high heel sandals and cowboy boots. I got wings and I got roots, make some backwood sticks with some big city soul. Call it hick and roll. Ooh, call it hick and roll. That's right. Ooh, call it hick and roll. Rocking to my AC/DC CD, blaring in my pickup truck, headed to a hoedown somewhere uptown. I'm a John Deere calf in a pearl snap shirt, black leather jacket, short miniskirt, high heel sandals and cowboy boots. I got wings and I got roots, make some backwood sticks and some big city soul. Call it hick and roll. Ooh, call it hick and roll.
Very nice. That was hard for you sitting there.
I know. I had to scoot up and stretch my diaphragm out, making sure I was breathing. I forgot there to begin with. I lost my breath.
We'll sit in the whole seat. You'll
Yeah.
just need the edge. So, who are some of your influences? When I listen to people, I try to pick out things and figure who. Let's try it without the voice change. Who are some of your influences?
You know, I actually listened to a lot of mountain music growing up. So bluegrass, kind of, but it was songs that had been passed down through generations through my family. So I guess my family would be the answer to that, but I really enjoy Miranda and Carrie, and actually recently Maren Morris has become one of my favorites, just because I think she's so different than what we've been hearing, and her lyrics and the way that she I guess just her persona in general, she's just completely unique and different than what has been out there, and I can relate to that because I feel like I kind of fall into the same category. So.
Yeah. See, now I picked up the Miranda influence.
Oh, yeah?
A lot of that there. But I also...
Gretchen, is that who you're about to say? Because I've got that a lot.
Even further back.
Oh, gosh.
Tanya Tucker.
I've got that a lot, too. I know, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she had that same energy. She still does. It's just harder to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of what I picked up.
I get that a lot. And it's crazy because I really didn't listen a whole lot to her growing up or nothing, but I listen a lot to Miranda, a lot. I still do, but
yeah, she really has touched a special place, I think.
Absolutely.
That just sounded horribly wrong.
I got what you were saying. So.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Don't have to explain myself.
Don't have to explain myself.
I keep forgetting things.
Sometimes you have a way with words, and
sometimes you don't.
Some people don't have way. That would be me. Yeah, it's pretty cool because just like maybe the movement thing, and then the growl was I was a TNT thing.
Yeah. I like Loretta too.
Loretta is excellent.
Oh yeah, my granny's actually like a Dolly fanatic. She loves Dolly. So when I was over at her and my Papa's house, we listened to Dolly a lot. But yeah, like false eyelashes, or
Do you is being an artist of that stature a target for you, or are you wanting to come in and find a niche and just kind of stay there? You want that whole star thing? Is that something you're after?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think if the opportunity was presented, I definitely wouldn't turn it down. That's for sure. I think if I can just make a living doing what I love and make sure that my family is well taken care of, then I'll be happy.
My family used to take care of me too, but I think it was a different sense. It's kind of a euphemism. Yeah, take care of him.
Yeah, right. Like, get him. Yeah, that's how my brother is. Like, I can be nice to him, and I can tell him which he loves me. Don't get me wrong, but he likes to pin me down with my butt sometimes. He does.
Never mind.
So I don't forget where it came from. That's what he says all the time. That's what he says. He's got to keep me nailed down.
You're a lot of fun. So how far? I'm just playing dumb here because it's better than actually being dumb.
Why not? Sure.
How far into your career are you here in Nashville?
About 4.
4. So yeah, you've got
4.
You're getting
5.
there.
Right at 5. Yeah, going on 5. So, it's been a whirlwind. It's been like a roller coaster, up and down, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. I love it.
Get that feeling now. You got on the road as well?
Yeah, I actually leave next weekend on Friday and to go to Louisville, Kentucky. I have a show at Union Station Nightclub and Dance Hall there in Louisville, Kentucky.
Cool.
I'm excited about that.
Big show, full band?
Yes. It's going to be fun. It'll be fun. So.
Have you had the chance to open for any of your favorite artists yet?
Not any of my favorite artists, but I've gotten to really, really like the people that I have opened for, Daryl Singletary.
Oh, he's such a great guy.
I know, he's so humble and down to earth. Like, you would never know that he was anything if he wasn't Daryl Singletary, So him and I've worked with Linda Davis.
Nice.
I love her, and I didn't get to meet Hillary Scott, but I talked to her on the phone whenever she called Linda, who's her mom. And
you got to hang out with her mom.
Yeah, totally. And she gave me which I do stage training with her, so she is awesome. She's phenomenal, and I have loved working with her. And then a lot of songwriters, like Mark Narmore, I don't know if you know who that is, wrote That's What I Love About Sunday. Yeah, so I wrote with him a few months back, and that was awesome.
Cool.
And a few other people, but yeah, it's been awesome. It's been great.
Who's on your list of artists that you want to tour with, and who's on your list of songwriters you want to write with?
Okay, those are good questions. Well, so I'm saying the Swan Brothers because I know that they open for Carrie, and if I can like get it in with like opening for them, then I would be technically opening for Carrie. So like that would.
I know Carrie.
You know Carrie.
No.
Just got my hopes up for no reason. I love her. Actually, right after I got off of Idol, I got to go backstage at the Opry, and she was performing that night. And she took me in her little room, and like there were like bulbs like all over the mirror. So it was like you really felt important when you walked in the room. And she was just like so humble and very encouraging and inspirational. Like I couldn't have asked for a better experience with her.
You know why they have all those bulbs?
So we can get pretty.
No, it's so people that come in they blinded by all that light, and then when their favorite artists are there, they don't look quite as good. They don't notice.
Got it. I'll keep that in mind next time.
I went a long
Make sure
way
I'll dim the lights when I'm getting ready.
There you go. What about songwriters? Who would you like to write?
I'm kind of new at this writing thing. I've only been doing it for a couple years, and I will be happy with whoever wants to write with me. So I don't really have like any goals on like who I want to write with or like
Mark Narmore
he's an amazing writer. We
writer.
actually we wrote this song called Rearview Revival, and as soon as he came into the right, he was like, I don't know why, but I was listening to this Selena Gomez song, and it was called Revival or something, and I just can't get that out of my head, and I said, no freaking way. You know, like, I was like, I literally wanted to write on Rearview Revival, because I had that written down in my notepad, and we were like, all right, it's perfect, like, we have to write on that, so we did, and it's a really cool song.
Nice. You want to do another one for us?
Sure. This one is gonna be released actually like around February.
So we're getting a sneak.
So you guys are getting a sneak peek, but I'm just gonna do a little bit. I won't do the whole song.
Right.
We'll do like the first verse and the chorus. All right.
That's not Travis Tritt playing the guitar.
No, this is Gunnar Dunnigan. It's not Travis Tritt.
Say I look good in a Sunday dress, your rugged boots and rainbows wear me best, and I know I might not be your type, but
that good enough?
That'll work.
Okay, cool. Cool. It's so hard to breathe sitting down.
I know.
I'm like, gotta fill up my diaphragm. Good God.
That's excellent. That's a really nice song.
Thank you. Mason Douglas and Courtney Cole wrote that. Yeah, so.
Nice job.
Thank you.
You got to come back and see us again.
Hey, anytime. You can just let me know. I'll be here.
Tomorrow you will come back?
Sure.
Okay. We're not here tomorrow, but you can.
Okay. Okay, I'll be here either way. 9 o'clock sharp. No, I'm kidding.
Thanks for coming by. Thanks for playing guitar.
Thanks for having us, seriously.
Yeah. Good luck with everything.
Thank
Make
you.
sure people can go buy your music.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So go and buy it. I keep pounding on this. Don't just stream it because they get paid like 0.0008 cents per stream. So
Yeah.
if you go buy it, they actually get paid for it.
Yeah. That'd be awesome.
Jada Vance, thank you for coming.
Thank you so much.
Anytime.
Thank you. Bye, y'all.